factors. So these are the factors that are prime. It's quite self-explanatory. So prime numbers, numbers that only go into itself and 1. So we've got 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, etc. And factors we know are numbers that divide into it. So if we put these two facts together, we want the numbers that divide into it that are prime. So you can kind of think of it as factors prime. So the way we work these out is actually quite nice, and you've probably all heard of it before, but we have the factor tree. So it looks a bit like this. I guess it's kind of a tree. Anyway, every single number can be put into a product of its prime factors. So let's look at the terminology, product of prime factors, because that's what it'll say in an exam. It'll say, put blah into a product of its prime factors. So we know what a prime factor is, because we've recapped, is a factor, so a number that divides into the number that is prime, so it's only divisible by itself and 1. And a product, so product means multiplied, so those prime factors multiplied together. So easier to look at an example. That will make much more sense at the end. So we're doing factor trees. So I want to put 320 into its product. I'm going to write it out just so you get used to the terminology. Product of prime factors. And okay, instead of just trying loads of numbers, we're going to use the factor tree method. So start with your number and then think of numbers that go into it. We want factors, so numbers that go into it. So I'm just going to take here and here, I'm going to take 2 and 160, because 2 times 160 is 320. And then I noticed that 2 is a prime number, so anytime I see a prime number, I'm going to stop and circle it. And I'm going to keep going. So I'm going to go 80 and 2. So 2 times 80 is 60. I've seen the prime number. You might want to write the first few prime numbers out. If you don't remember them, just so you know how to, like, when to spot them. 2 again and 40. A lot of 2's here. 2 times 40. Oh, prime number. You don't have to use a different colour. 2 times 20. 20, I'm going to go as, 4 times 5. Okay, now 5 is on the list, prime number. They don't always have to be 2, maybe this was a bad example. And 4, I'm going to go 2 times 2 is 4. I always just do 2 first because it's just the easiest number to check. If it's even, 2 is going to go in. Okay, so we've got our prime factors. These are our prime factors, the numbers that go into 320 that are prime. So now we need to write them as a product. So the way I do that is I take the numbers I see here, so 2, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means I put it to the power of 6 because there's 6 of them multiplied, so this is the product part, and then the other prime factor, which is 5, and I only have 1. So I just write 5. Okay. We'll do another example of that now. So that is a prime factor tree. Can leave the same question up. So now we're going to do 990 as a product of its prime factors. So I read that and I think factor tree, basically. So, number here, what goes into it? Again, it's even, so I know 2 goes into it. And that's 495 times, and I see 2, and I know that's, write my little primes out again, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, etc. Okay, now I get this, and that is not an even number, but it ends in 5, so I know that 5 must go into it, so 495 divided by 5. So we get 5 and 99. Now I look at my little list, yes, I know 5 is a prime number. And then I look at 99 and I think, off the top of my head, I'm not actually sure that there isn't any number that goes into 99 other than 1. So this might be a prime number, but I'm going to need to check. So I'm going to do a prime check for 99. So I know for a prime number it has to end in above 5, 1, 3, 7 or 9, which it does. And then I need to check, does it divide exactly by 3 or exactly by 7? So 99 divided by 3 is 33. Oh, therefore it's not a prime number because 3 goes into it. So 3, and it goes in 33 because 3 times 33 is 99. Okay, so that's just, if you don't know if a number is prime, you can do that quick check. Right, looking at my list, I can see that 3 is a prime number, so I want to circle it. Then I know 33 goes into 11, 3 times. 3 is a prime number, and so is 11, so I circle that. Okay, so we find the prime factors, there they are, but we need to put them into a product. So the answer is, I can see 2, might as well go in ascending order. There's only one of them, product, so and then we've got 3, and there's 2 of them, so we put a 2 up there. Then we've got 5, there's only one of them, and 11. So there we go, there's another example of finding a product of prime factors.